In the riverside town of Omur, the river fed almost every home except Ikena's. His nets kept coming back nearly empty. Every night, his wife Amara stretched one meal into three, pretending she had already eaten, so their little daughter Kamsi would not go to bed crying.
Appa, will the river remember us tomorrow?
Ikenna looked at the empty pot, then at his child, and for the first time in his life, he turned toward the dark water.
If you bless me, I will not ask how.
The next evening, the sky darkened too fast. As Ikenna dragged his canoe toward the river, an old woman selling smoked fish stopped and stared at the water.
Now tonight, when the river goes silent before a storm, it is listening.
Amara stepped forward and grabbed her husband's hand.
Ikenna, please. This rain is not ordinary.
But poverty makes pride louder than fear. Ikenna gently pulled away and looked at his wife with tired eyes.
If I stay back tonight, what will Kamsi eat tomorrow?
Then he pushed the canoe into the black water, while Amara stood behind him, already feeling like a widow. Before Ikenna reached the middle of the river, the wind changed. Rain began to fall in angry sheets, and the water beneath his canoe no longer felt natural. It felt alive. The canoe spun once, then again. Ikenna fought the paddle, but the river had already made up its mind. A wave struck the side, another followed. His net wrapped around his leg, and before he could free himself, the canoe tipped.
Help! Help me!
The river swallowed him whole. He kicked against the dark water, reaching for air, then heard something impossible beneath the storm. A woman singing. Not above the river, inside it. And somehow, through thunder and drowning, the song sounded like it knew his name. When Ikenna opened his eyes, the storm was gone. He was no longer drowning. He was standing ankle-deep on pale sand beside a wide stretch of glowing water. Mist floated above the surface, and the sky had no moon, yet everything shimmered. Then he saw her. A tall woman in white stood ahead of him, still as carved ivory, with long black hair and eyes too calm to be human. She looked at him the way someone looks at a guest who has finally arrived.
You came empty.
Ikenna stepped back, shaking.
Who are you?
The river does not explain itself. It only gives or takes.
And standing there, between fear and wonder, Ikenna realized the storm had not killed him. It had delivered him. The woman stepped closer, and the water around her feet did not move. Then she told Ikenna what every desperate man longs to hear.
Your daughter will not sleep hungry again. Your house will know abundance, and your name will rise among men.
For one dangerous moment, Ikenna saw it all. Kamsi laughing with food in her hands, Amara smiling without fear, a house that no longer sounded empty at night.
And what do you want in return?
When the river asks, you must not refuse.
It was not an answer, it was a trap wrapped in mercy. He should have turned away, he should have asked again, but all he could see was his child's hunger. I accept. And the moment those words left his mouth, the river stopped being a witness. It became part of the bargain. 3 days later, fishermen from another village found Ikenna lying alive on the riverbank. By the time he finally returned to Omur, the whole town had nearly finished mourning him. Amara ran into his arms in tears. Kamsi clung to his waist and crying at the same time.
Ikenna, we thought the river had taken you.
But the joy in that compound died quickly, because behind him stood a woman no one knew. Tall, calm, wrapped in white, barefoot. No dust touched her skin.
Who is she?
Her name is Neka. She helped me. The old women said nothing. They only looked at one another and stepped back. And in that silence, Amara felt it. Ikenna had returned alive, but he had not returned alone.